There are a lot of things that are admirable and should be respected of people like Arnold Schwarzenegger or someone else who recently showed their true colors, Howard Stern. There's many more like this. Um, but some of them have done some pretty incredible things with their life, and once they have made a massive amount of fortunes, um, either their true colors actually come out or their conscious thought process or it just the way they think changes and evolves in such a way where they feel like they are above the rest of everyone else. And if you are unsure what I'm referring to, I'm talking about Arnold recently saying, screw your freedom, and also Howard Stern saying the same. Those are pretty drastic sort of comments from some pretty, people that have a lot of influence over the minds and hearts of a considerable amount of people. Um, I'm not sure that should ever be uttered out of anyone's mouth. It's very tyrannical. It's the way nations fall, which I'm not a fan of nation states. City states, I think, would be the best way, but that's a whole nother subject. But we put these people on some type of pedestal, and we create all of these sort of influencers. Whether they're on, whatever. There's a million ways to become popular now. It seems like everyone is trying. I say everyone. There's a vast majority of people that are trying to either earn a living or become famous for whatever reason on these social platforms and doing the most outrageous things to to be clicked on. Well, rest assured that's not what we do here. I mean, we could go way out of our way to create absolutely unbelievable videos, which I think they are, without all the flash and twerking and hiring super hot swimsuit models to dance around us while we talk and have all sorts of flashy whatever on the screen. That's just not who we are. Oh, look at that. See, that's what kind of video we have. We have that, but we get into the heart and depth and meat of subjects and religious books. But right now we're talking about celebrity and celebrity influence, and how we should take all these people with a grain of salt. Someone who says your freedom is unimportant, someone who should not have any influence over the way we think. We should not even give them the time of day after such a crazy statement. Those are just our thoughts here today, and welcome to the farm, by the way. It's a beautiful day. I think it's in the mid 80s. I don't know why the camera's doing that. It has this funny sort of background. If I try to make it where it's better behind me, it makes my face look like I'm standing in the dark. So whatever. The point of the video being that we should not ever give credence to someone who says screw your freedom. That's something that should be not tolerated, in the sense of just completely ignore them. You don't have to do anything else, just completely ignore that kind of behavior, and don't subscribe to nonsense and all these social media outlets. There are a lot of those channels, whether they're on YouTube, Facebook. I don't know about TikTok. It seems like some ridiculous little thing, but I don't know anything about it. But there are a lot of other social media outlets where you can learn. You can have people provide really good documented content on a whole variety of subjects, instead of using those things to be time wasters, mental drainers, things that destroy your mind. And that is not what, at least in our opinion, it is not what we're here for. We're here to better ourselves in every single way possible, better the earth, better our relationships, better our communication skills, just everything. And to create a lot of love and harmony the best we can, and not give people, even though we're connected to everyone, that's a whole nother video, we don't have to be connected at the hip. We can still be very separated from people that suggest our freedoms are unimportant. And that's the whole gist of today. And if my brother, well, I know he will be, he'll be watching on one of our outlets, whether it is Odyssey, Rumble, BitChute, YouTube, or directly on our website, mysticsoftexas.com. Sure have missed you today, sir. And if you guys have, on occasion we'll get y'all, some of you will send us some topics that you would like us to discuss. Feel free, you can email me, or you can call, text, whatever. It's all on our website, mysticsoftexas.com. And just think about that next time whenever you hear somebody on the news or some type of outlet that is saying things that totally violate your liberty. Those things need to be ignored to the best of your ability, and once they become to be an impact, direct impact on your liberty, at that point is when we have to join together and have peaceful civil disobedience, much like Gandhi, and even better, even larger. It's the only way things like this are going to stop, I believe. You can't really use force because they expect force. They're good at force. They've spent over 100 years developing force. That's a losing proposition, or at a minimum, a horrible proposition. I think Gandhi and Martin Luther King had it best with peaceful civil disobedience. It's probably the only chance that we have to win. If you got some other ideas on that, then please feel free to comment. But that's it for today. Thank y'all for joining, and just keep in mind we don't have to let these people upset us. Even though as a child I really had a lot of respect for Arnold Schwarzenegger, that is. I was a child that worked out a lot and still do, but I thought he had a lot to offer as far as being an inspirational figure, taking care of your body. You know, I didn't know. I was too young. I didn't know steroids and all the other stuff that he's purported to have done. And really didn't even understand and know his character. I just had a lot of respect for his discipline and working out. And same with on the other flip side of somebody that doesn't seem to work out, Howard Stern, who really rose up from his bootstraps, it appears. And then once they become, in the hundreds of millions of dollars, they start running in these elite circles, and these elite circles start changing the way they think. So we should be really cautious on these Kardashians, these all of them. I mean, there's this massive list of all of these people that are wasting our time. So let's consciously think before we get upset about any statement that we hear from these type people. Take a deep breath. Think about, does that comment, is it going to impact my life in such a way where I need to go have some type of protest, have some type of peaceful civil disobedience? If not, then just ignore them. It's just really as simple as that, and don't make it a part of your life. Don't let your anxiety get raised. It's natural to feel disappointed in that character, especially if you had some sort of fondness toward them for some reason. We have to let it go. just let it go. Just let it go. Well, welcome to our farm, and thanks for joining us. And we will be back next week. Actually, in a few days. We're doing it midweek this week, and hopefully I can get the videos uploaded of a whole series of other subjects. We will be resuming the second half of Psalms because we're right in the middle of our in-depth discussion on each book of the Bible. So please join that. Look at all of our videos, and if you have a particular interest in delving deep into the Old Testament, then by all means join that. It's probably not what you expect. We really do a critical thinking by reading the text, and it's normally not for the average Christian or Jew. We're pretty critical on it, but we are starting right after that all of the other Eastern philosophies, many of the Eastern philosophical religions, and we're really looking forward to all of it. And I hope you join us on our journey. And just remember, don't let people bother you. If they're not having a direct impact on your life, let them go, guys. Just let them go.